Hey everyone, what is up? What is up? Let me put my mic closer to my mouth. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. I am so sorry I am late. You know it's Christmas season and I'm trying to wrap up all these gifts. But today's episode is going to be a fun one. We're going to do Kyrie Irving versus Derrick Rose. And I'm going to show off the cards right now. This is a mosaic Kyrie. So here you go. And this is a Derrick Rose rookie card that I won in a game called Cardopoly. I'll tell you about Cardopoly a little bit later, but go ahead and tag a friend. We are going to match these two players up one-on-one and decide as a community whether or not one would beat the other. This is Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. Again, it's any player, any position, any era, anything goes. All right. What I do is I shuffle the cards and I put each of the players that come out randomly in a bracket. I'm going to show you the bracket right now. What's up, everybody? Please tag a friend. So this is the bracket that we work with. Ooh, where is my thing? Here it is. This is my bracket right here. And as you can see, it's empty, but last episode, which was on Monday at 9:30, and I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9:30, we had a mega bracket when we had T-Mac versus Russell Westbrook. Obviously, Russell Westbrook won in the end, but y'all know I'm a big Russell Westbrook fan, so I couldn't bear to put it in the bracket. Anyway, what I do is I'll shuffle the cards and I'll give everybody 60 seconds to decide who will win. All right. So, what up, everybody coming in the room? I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. Please, add your friends. And again, today's featured episode is going to be Kyrie versus Derrick Rose, but we need the other 6 players. So let's pick those 6 players and let us begin. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. All right. In the first bracket, we will have, oh, we picked Michael Jordan, but let me retire Michael. Nobody beats Michael. In the first bracket, we will have Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. Against Jimmy Butler, we will have. Ooh, somebody popped out. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. Jimmy Butler versus Kevin Durant. That's a big one. In the next bracket, we will have. Karl Malone. Karl Malone will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right. Against Karl Malone, we will have. Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. All right. In the next bracket, in the last bracket, we will have. Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker will be in this episode of Card Chaos Live. And against Kemba Walker, we will have. Pau Gasol. Whatever, we'll do it. All right. So in today's episode, we will have Pau versus Kemba. The main event will be Derrick Rose versus Kyrie Irving. We have Kevin Durant versus Jimmy Butler. And last but not least, we will have Andre Drummond versus Karl Malone. Welcome to Card Chaos Live. Interesting matchups. I'm going to put out some subs. The 3 subs today will be Victor Oladipo, Mike Conley, And you know it, Russell Westbrook. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys. It's a light night today, but I know that we're all doing holiday shopping. But still, this is gonna be fun. It'll help me actually get the cobwebs out because I haven't done this in such a long time. Let's see. So I'm gonna bring up the bracket one more time so we can see who goes where. Here you go. All right, so let's put the main event. We're gonna put Kyrie and Derrick Rose in the second bracket, but the first one is going to be Jimmy Butler versus Kevin Durant. All right. So for those of you who are new, this game is simple. I actually give you 60 seconds. This is not a debate. This is not a debate show. This show doesn't last a million hours. It's really like half an hour. And I'll give you 60 seconds for each bracket to decide who will win. So the first bracket is going to be Kevin Durant versus Jimmy Butler. All right, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds on the clock. Kevin Durant versus Jimmy Butler. Let us begin. All right. Let me turn up the volume. All right, so Jimmy Butler versus Kevin Durant. Now, everybody, okay, Kevin Durant is obviously coming back from an Achilles, but I feel like even Achilles Kevin Durant would probably give Jimmy Butler tremendous problems. All right, but no disrespect to Jimmy Butler. I mean, everybody knows how Jimmy Butler performed last year in the bubble and years prior. Like, Jimmy Butler is a top tier player, top tier defender. But when it comes to Kevin Durant, I think he may not think, but he definitely will run into some difficulty. Kevin Durant he's taller than him, he's longer than him, he has a better jump shot than him. He has a better jump shot than everybody in the NBA. So if I had to choose between Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant, I think the obvious choice, injured or not injured, is Kevin Durant. That is my final answer. All right. Thank you, everybody, for participating. I have sound effects, but I do so much behind the scenes that it's hard for me to actually put them together. But let's see what the wall is going to be saying about this vote. We have Tim, who is very good fan of the group and has his own cowboy shows. Please follow him. He's picking Kevin Durant to win this versus Jimmy Butler. This Facebook user, I don't see your name if you're in a group. So I apologize if I don't call out your name, but if you want to put your name in the thread, that will be great and I could shout you out. But this person picked Kevin Durant because he took him in the first round. So I don't even know what that means, but it's definitely Kevin Durant by a landslide. So I'm going to go ahead and update the bracket. Welcome to everybody that's joining. We just did Kevin Durant versus Jimmy Butler 1-on-1, and the wall has voted for Kevin Durant. The next bracket is going to be the main event, which is Kyrie Irving versus Derrick Rose. How did I come up with this matchup? I'm not sure. It just dawned on me that there are two incredible players that could possibly play each other and have it'd be a good episode or a good thing to see. What up, Frank? Frank, the group leader, owner, creator of Cardopoly, which I mentioned earlier. He supplied me with this Derrick Rose card. Thank you very much, Frank. And another member provided me with this Kyrie Irving card, and these players are going to go 1-on-1. It's really simple. Again, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. You tell me in the comments who would win 1-on-1, Kyrie Irving or Derrick Rose. Let us begin. All right. So, yikes. All right. So Kyrie Irving, let's start with him because he top of mind. Yesterday he played in the first game. They played versus Golden State. In 25 minutes he scored 26 points. He was off the charts. All right, Derrick Rose. All right, Derrick Rose has faced a lot of injury, but we remember Derrick Rose before the injury, and we know that he had handle out of this world. Crazy fast, could get to the basket any time. Similar ways to describe both players. The question is, if they played each other, who would win? Honestly, I'm gonna have to pick Derrick Rose. But it's hard because it will come down to who's the better defender. Who is the better defender? Is it Kyrie Irving or is it Derrick Rose? I feel like once we decide who would be able to stop the ball, then we would know who wins. Very difficult. I want to say Derrick Rose, but I can't really recall whether he had like lockdown defense enough to beat or stop Kyrie Irving. So we're gonna have to see. We have a split on the wall. The split on the wall is saying Frank is saying healthy D Rose. Dwayne says Kyrie. He said the ring divides him. Oh, so that's a good point. That's a good point, Dwayne. And although a ring is a team effort, I'm going to have to go with what you're saying, that maybe Kyrie comes out on top as the tiebreaker between you and Frank. So we're going to go ahead with Kyrie Irving and say Kyrie Irving takes this matchup. But it was really difficult. And I apologize, Frank, because I know you're saying, like, you know, that's a team thing. Also, though, Frank, I know y'all are big on Chicago out there. So you guys have, you got like a bias going. But Kyrie Irving, and look at that, we already have in the semifinals like teammates facing each other, so that's gonna be crazy. All right, so we have Kevin Durant and we have Kyrie Irving moving on to the next round. The next matchup is gonna be Karl Malone versus Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond. Karl Malone versus Andre Drummond. All right. So I'm going to show you the cards right now. Please. All right. Really think about this. All right. So here's my Andre Drummond here. Optic Andre Drummond. All right. We have Karl Malone. Karl Malone right here. All right. Don't laugh. You're already laughing. All right. So I'm going to put 60 seconds in the clock. We're going to have Andre Drummond versus Karl Malone. Andre Drummond versus Karl Malone. Let us begin. Wait for the clock. Listen, I know y'all already gonna pick Karl Malone. I know you already are saying Karl Malone is winning this. But let me try. Did Karl Malone ever have to guard somebody like a Andre Drummond? Yeah, probably. Okay, false start. Let's see. I think Andre Drummond would be a good matchup for Karl Malone because of his size. Karl Malone would have to try to stop Andre Drummond's shot, and that would be difficult. Karl Malone may be smaller than him. I can't see the size here, but could Karl Malone stop Andre Drummond from, you know, just posting him up and getting some buckets? I don't know. Now, Karl Malone does have the little jumper. Karl Malone has size. It's not like he's a pushover. But damn it, I can't see Andre Drummond just giving it up, right? I can't just see Andre Drummond just folding. It'll be a difficult game, but maybe it's mailman on top. Welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. I already know what you guys are gonna do, right? So we have Dwayne Paul. Thank you for coming to the second episode. I'm already your biggest fan. I'm about to give you a card, like a wristband. We have wristbands. I'm gonna get your info soon, and I'm gonna give you a wristband. Frank says, mailman. Dwayne said every game he would win. All right. So cool. Thank you so much, Dwayne. We're gonna move Karl Malone on, and then we have Kemba versus Powell. Another fun one. Please, guys, don't laugh. Kemba versus Powell. We do have 3 subs if you don't like that. We have Russell Westbrook, we have Victor Oladipo, and we have Mike Conley. All right. So if you want to sub, we could sub. I'm going to go ahead and look. Okay. It's so easy for me to say Kemba versus Russell Westbrook, but I'm going to let's do Kemba versus Victor Oladipo. Is that a good one? Kemba versus Victor Oladipo? Okay, so we're going to do that. Kemba versus Victor Oladipo will be the one-on-one matchup. Interesting, right? Kemba versus Victor Oladipo. So I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to do Kemba Walker versus Victor Oladipo. Let us begin. Okay, so yikes. All right, so Victor Oladipo versus Kemba Walker. I automatically just want to pick Kemba Walker, but I don't know. Because Victor Oladipo, like, no disrespect to Victor, he may not be as quick as Kemba, and that's where things may break down for him. Because Kemba, just on speed alone, would probably take the game really quickly to the basket. Not to say that Victor Oladipo can't play defense, right? But I don't know. But then Kemba Walker, would Kemba Walker be able to stop Victor Oladipo's jumper? Not sure. All right? Very tough one. I cannot decide, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Kemba only because I think he's faster. And Victor Oladipo left OKC, which is my favorite team, and I'm going to be biased for the second. Welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may and may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. All right. Dwayne says Kemba Walker. Frank says Kemba Walker. And so Kemba Walker will move on in the rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bracket up, and we'll see who's in the not the championship, the semifinals. So we had Karl Malone move on against Andre Drummond. We had Kemba versus Victor Oladipo. Very tough one, and Kemba Walker came out on top. So Kemba Walker versus Karl Malone, interesting, and Kyrie versus Katie. All right, so let's move along. So let's do Kemba versus Katie versus Kyrie. All right, Katie versus Kyrie. All right, so this is the matchup here. All right. KD versus Kemba Walker. KD versus Kemba Walker. All right. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to do Kemba Walker versus KD versus Kyrie. Let us begin. All right. 2 teammates matched up against each other. They're supposedly best friends, but best friends do fight, right? Best friends do fight. All right. So we're going to go look at Kyrie Irving. All right. So Kyrie Irving versus Kevin Durant. I automatically want to say Kevin Durant, but I just don't know. I think Kyrie is that fast to get by Kevin Durant and not get blocked. You know, and speed. Kevin Durant, I don't know if but even before the Achilles, I don't know if he had the lateral movement to be able to keep up with Kyrie Irving. Not sure. But Kyrie Irving definitely cannot block Kevin Durant's shot. So defense is going to be an issue for him alone. So I guess I got to go with KD. I tried. I tried to fight for you, Kyrie, but I don't know. Thank you for my card. Dwayne. Yeah, this is a Kevin Durant USA card. It looks like between the two of us, we've picked Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant will move on to the next round. But I think that was tough, even though like we all know Kevin Durant is better than Kyrie Irving. Like in a one-on-one matchup, it's very difficult to gauge because there's no help defense, which is what we don't see regularly in the NBA because it's a five-player team. A five-player team, 5-on-5. We have Karl Malone versus Kemba Walker. Karl Malone versus Kemba Walker. I do think this is difficult. Even though you guys might just be automatically saying Karl Malone, but Karl Malone versus Kemba Walker. All right. I got 60 seconds on the clock. Let's begin. All right. Karl Malone versus Kemba Walker. All right. So, I don't know. I want to pick Kemba. I want to pick Kemba so bad. But I understand the difficulty that playing a Karl Malone would bring. Karl Malone is definitely a much bigger player than Kemba, and Kemba, if he just posted up Kemba would have no response to it. And maybe that's all the game comes down to, you know, Karl Malone posting up Kemba Walker, and that'll be it. All right. So, I mean, yes, he's quick. Yes, he could probably shoot Karl Malone out the gym, but all Karl Malone would have to do is post up and it'll be game over. So my final answer will be Karl Malone, and he should be facing Kevin Durant in the finals. Again, welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. Again, there's any player, any position, any era, anything goes. It's Dwayne's world tonight. Thank you, Dwayne, for participating. And Dwayne picked Karl. So did I. So the both of us are on the same page with that pick, and we're moving along rather nicely. So Malone moves on, and now we have Kevin Durant versus Karl Malone. All right, let's do that, Karl. Let's do it, Dwayne. Kevin Durant versus Karl Malone. I'll put 60 seconds on the clock. Let us begin. All right, so here's the cards. 2 USA cards. Look at that. We didn't have the Olympics this year, but we definitely had it on Card Chaos. All right, so damn it. Dwayne said I'll wait. You know, Karl, this could have been such a great matchup for you if only you had an outside jumper. I believe, you know. And plus, you know, Kevin Durant, all right, has the handle. Kevin Durant could set up his own shot. Kevin Durant would probably shoot over Karl Malone or pump fake and get by Karl Malone. There's not much Karl Malone could do with Kevin Durant. But if Karl Malone posted Karl Malone up, right? If Karl Malone posted Kevin Durant up, Kevin Durant would not be able to stop Karl Malone. I just wanted to say that, just to make sure. All right. Welcome to Card Chaos Live, where I shuffle my NBA trading cards to create one-on-one matchups that we may or may not see in today's NBA. Any player, any position, any era, anything goes. All right. It looks like Dwayne has his vote, and Dwayne picks Karl. Karl belongs in the woods. It's Katie's match. Yeah, we're on the same page with that. I definitely agree. I try, you know, every episode, Dwayne, I try to make it so that these players can have a chance, even though like on paper they don't. And yeah, Kevin Durant just rode through easily through this matchup. But I believe that him versus Kyrie would have been an interesting one, even though there's a disparity in the size. I believe that No, I mean the Kyrie versus Derrick Rose one was also a tight one for today. So yeah, we had some good ones, but overall, like you can't beat the skill that Kevin Durant has. So that's what we're up to. So yeah, that was episode 2 of Card Chaos Live. I will be back after the holiday. I know Friday's Christmas, so it won't make any sense. But yeah, thank you, Dwayne. Different era and different time, but I love the concept. Thanks for the support. That's what I was going for. You know, we get to think about different things all the time and see, well, we can't see it, but we can imagine just thinking about it in a strategic way. So Christmas is this weekend, and so I won't be on, but I'll be back next Monday and next Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. You guys tell your friends. And yeah, this is Card Chaos Live. Thank you for liking the show. And let me I gotta put on my music because I love to be extra. Thank you so much, Dwayne, for coming. And I'll see you next week at 9:30. Thank you very much.